In 25 years, one man conquered more territory than the Roman Empire did in 4 centuries. He did it not with superior numbers, but with a system nobody had ever seen before. By 1227, Genghis Khan had created the largest contiguous empire in history, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea, covering an area of over 24 million square kilometers. Can you imagine ruling over a vast territory that encompassed modern-day China, Mongolia, Central Asia, and parts of Eastern Europe, as Genghis Khan did from 1206 to 1227? As you delve into the world of 13th century Mongolia, you'll discover that the region was fragmented into various tribes, with the Merkid, Nayman, and Karait tribes being some of the most powerful, until around 1206 when Temujin, later known as Genghis Khan, began his campaign to unify the Mongol tribes. The Jin dynasty, which ruled northern China from 1115 to 1234, had been weakened by internal conflicts and external pressures, creating an opportunity for the Mongols to expand their territory. In 1211, the Mongols launched a series of attacks against the Jin dynasty, capturing key cities such as Datong and Taiyuan, and by 1214, they had besieged the Jin capital of Zhongdu, which is now modern-day Beijing. What would drive a man to embark on such an ambitious campaign, and how would he manage to hold together an empire of such vast proportions? Genghis Khan's military innovations, such as the use of the feigned retreat tactic, where Mongol warriors would pretend to flee, only to lure their enemies into a trap, proved highly effective, as seen in the Battle of Samarkand in 1220, where the Mongols defeated the Khwarezmid Empire. The Mongols also developed a sophisticated spy network, with spies and scouts gathering intelligence on enemy armies, as recorded by the Persian historian Rashid al-Din Hamadani in his book, Jami al-Tawarik, written around 1307. By 1227, the Mongols had conquered a vast territory, including the Tangut Empire, which is now modern-day northwest China, and the Western Xia dynasty, which is now modern-day Ningxia and Gansu provinces. Genghis Khan's administrative genius, as evident in the creation of the Yam system, a network of postal stations that allowed for fast communication across the empire, enabled the Mongols to maintain control over their vast territories. The Mongols also practiced religious tolerance, allowing people of different faiths to coexist, as seen in the Mongol capital of Karakoram, where Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists lived together, as described by the Franciscan friar Giovanni de Pien del Carpine in his book, Historia Mongolorum, written around 1247. How did Genghis Khan balance the needs of his various subjects, and what role did his military leaders, such as Subutai and Jebe, play in his conquests? The aftermath of Genghis Khan's conquests saw the establishment of a unified Mongol empire, with a standardized system of writing, the Mongolian script, which was created in 1206, and a code of laws, the Hyasa, which was established in 1206. The Mongols also facilitated trade and cultural exchange across their vast territories, as seen in the exchange of goods, such as silk, spices, and precious stones, along the Silk Road, which flourished during the Mongol period. By 1300, the Mongol Empire had fragmented into 4 main khanates: the Yuan dynasty in China, the Golden Horde in Russia, the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia, and the Ilkhanate in Persia, each with its own distinct culture and traditions. What can we learn from the Mongols' ability to adapt and assimilate with the cultures they conquered, and how did their legacy shape the modern world? As you reflect on the life and legacy of Genghis Khan, you're left with a profound question: what would have happened if he had lived longer, and would his empire have continued to expand, or would it have eventually collapsed under its own weight, as it did after his death in 1227, when his successor, Ogedai Khan, faced challenges in maintaining the unity of the empire?